Brother,
Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Troqueando channel and to another video. On this video, we're gonna be teaching you guys and showing you guys what you gotta do to achieve this badass look on the OBS 88 to 98, 3.5 drops, side skirts, 18 by 11s, the right tire, the right fitment, the right shocks, everything in order to be riding nice and clean, no rubbing. Enjoy it, get a bunch of thumbs up everywhere, and more importantly, do not struggle because we did. We want to show you what we did to achieve that so you guys can save some time, money, and not mess up your ride. So check out the video, let me know what you guys think. Also hit that like, hit the subscribe if you guys enjoy the content. Let's go. We're here with the 91 GMC Sierra. Now if you guys missed out on the last video, we did a 3.5 drop kit on this truck, an IC drop kit which consisted of the upper and lower control arms, a flip kit, and a lift shackle. We did that to throw on these 18 by 11s because that drop kit was gonna help us give a little bit more clearance on these new wheels, or actually the wheels we already had, but we came up to a problem. It's still rubbing. So we're here at Nexus. I talked to Raul yesterday. He kind of gave me some info. I think we might have a tire that's too big. This is a Toyo R888Rs, which probably run a little bit bigger than what they're supposed to be. So I talked to Raul. He said he uses a specific tire and he uses a specific shock in the bag. We're gonna try to see if that helps it. Because if not, I don't know what the hell we're gonna do. You can kind of see right here, like aquí acaba el ring y luego la llanta sale poquito para afuera. Yeah. So even though the upper and lower control arms from IHC tucked in the suspension a little bit, 3/4 of an inch, this tire comes back out. I don't know, maybe not 3/4 of an inch, but it comes back out. So we need the most clearance we can get with the side skirts and the drop on this truck to make these wheels fit. So let's go talk to Raul. Let's see what he's got going on. Hopefully he has a tire that we can just swap out. If not, como te digo, I don't know, bro. I don't know what we're gonna do with this thing. They're brand new, but they look like they're already worn out.
That's how they are.
Right? You know?
By what, half an inch?
Nah, that's a good quarter. 3/8 maybe. Right?
Oh man, looks like 3 inches to me.
Shut the fuck. ¿Sí se mira en la cámara bien o no?
Yeah, and you can see it. You can see the gap for sure.
No, sí, bueno, mames, con ese pedo, that's gonna work. That should work.
Don't break the frame.
You're right.
Go hit the front bumper.
Poquito, ¿eh? Ahí está, sí, ahí sí pega.
So the next thing way to avoid this, I think you should race it in it. This goes on top of the spring.
Yeah.
This sits on top of you see the spring?
¿Y cuánto lo levanta eso? ¿Una pulgada?
1 inch.
Okay.
Yeah. It goes like that way. Yeah, way. Y lo levanta 1 pulgada. Or if you want to spend more money, is take those springs off y ponerle uno más altito, way. If you wanted to do that, pero it's not necessary. You can use this.
Con esta madre.
Yeah. Con esta.
Porque ahorita tiene el stock one. It had 3-inch springs. I took them off and I put upper and lower control arms. No me gustaría que se levantara mucho, pero go with these. So guys, hubo pedo. So we picked up the truck yesterday here at Nexus. We put the brand new tires, rear shocks, everything was good. It actually has a lot more clearance, but as soon as we took off, as you guys just seen, it started rubbing every time we hit, like with potholes and bumps and stuff. So loop back around. It was already too late to do anything yesterday. This morning we spent quite some time trying to figure out what we wanted to do, and I think what we want to do is cut the back space in the back of the wheel to give us a little bit more clearance. And that's what we took off the wheels again, all the tires again. So we're gonna take these wheels to the machine shop, get this shaped off as much as possible to try to give us more clearance. Es un pedo, guys, es un pedo. If you guys wanna have these nice trucks riding nice and low, side skirts, 18 by 11s, you gotta know what you're doing, and if you're not, then you gotta watch this video to learn what you need to do. So stay tuned. We're gonna get this thing done and put them back on. Let's go. All right, guys. So we picked up the wheels from Aztec Machine Shop. We dropped them off yesterday so they can do the machining on the back of the backspace. Now these things came with a 4.5-inch backspace, and as you guys seen, we changed the tires. It cleared, but we still needed a little bit more. We're hoping this right here is gonna fix it. Now we did a total of 5/16 of an inch that got shaved down from here, and that was the most he could do to not jeopardize the wheel. As you can see right here, it still has, I don't know how much it has here like exactly, but he says that was the max he could take off to not mess up the I guess the wheel when you torque them down or when you tighten them up. So he did say there was other options where you can even cut more, but that pretty much takes up a lot more work, right? It's re-drilling the whole wheel, making this gap bigger, adding an insert, and doing all that stuff, and we really don't need it for this one. So we're hoping with the 5/16 of an inch it's gonna help us, and it's gonna clear that tire, clear that suspension, and that fender flare. So we're hoping that's it. Now I got a measuring tape in my little handy dandy level. I want to make sure what is the new backspace on this, because I know we're gonna get that question asked a lot, and I don't know what it is. We started off with a 4.5.
I'm assuming it's gonna go up.
I'm assuming it's gonna go up. Yeah. Yesterday I think we were talking that it was gonna go down, but it's gonna go up. No está nivelado, no está nada level. See, now it went to 4 and almost 3/4.
Looks like it.
Yeah, so there actually there it is, bro. Machine shop, there, exact. It went from 4.5 to 4 and what do you call that, bro? What do you call that? We'll put it up on the screen. That's what it is. But it did go up 5/16 of an inch.
It's like 3/4.
Almost 3/4. It's a little line less than 3/4.
That's one line less than 3/4.
Yeah, which he did say. I'm not too good with the fucking whole
1/16
measuring thing. Yeah, with the 16th and shit, pero so he did say we wanted a quarter. He said it could do max 3/8. He said it was a line in between both of them, which is 5/16. So over here is the same thing. It's a line under 3/4. So in between 5/8 and 3/4, what would that be?
Don't ask me.
It'll be that. Well, we put it the screen. That's what that is. So that's the backspacing, the new backspacing on the wheels. Man, hopefully it's enough. And right now, we're gonna get them mounted back on the tires, put back on the truck. Right now, sitting on the 15-inch spares. Hey, güey, pobre troca, güey. Le quitamos los rines, se los ponemos, se los quitamos, se los ponemos. I'm starting to dig this look. I'm ya no, güey, esta madre será. It's because I've been working out. It's because I've been doing the building and shit. When I do like a hard turn and it dips all the way, but like right now I went that way and came back going straight, going through the bumps. I slammed on the brakes, it didn't do anything. It gave it just enough clearance. I think if we just needed a little bit more, the shocks would probably help it even more, huh?
Yeah.
Right, to stepping it up a little bit. That backspacing has really helped it. Good, bro. Good.
So now we know.
So now we know. The backspacing on this thing ended up being 4 3/4.
Yeah.
A little, right?
Pretty much around there, right?
Around 4 3/4, just because we do a custom cut on it. Oh, and we changed the shocks in the back to give it a little bit more stiffer, more of a stiffer ride, because it was a little bit, you know, bouncy. And we took off the shock extender. We ended up not using the shock extender. Now, if you're running this kit without the size curves or without 18x11s, by all means, the shocks that IHG provides are perfectly fine. But we're fighting with tight clearances, so we want the least movement, the least hitting, rubbing. So we had to go with more heavy-duty shocks. That's where the Beltex came in. That is badass right there.
Yeah, the clearance.
The back is not rubbing at all. The front, tampoco no topó. So I'm super happy with the way this thing came out. Came out really damn good. Now we did a lot of trial and testing, or testing and trial. How do you want to call it?
Trial and error.
We did a lot of trial and error to figure it out. Ahorita que vamos back to the shop, we'll kind of go over everything again, and so, you know, just to give them a final recipe that you guys need to make this drop, these set of wheels, this style happen if you want to do it at you know, at your own. your own risk, I guess, or at your own house.
Shout out to Nexus for dealing with us.
Oh yeah, shout out to Nexus, Raul, everyone here for dealing with us, coming 3 days in a row.
3 days in a row.
Having to leave the truck here because it didn't ride anymore. Leaving wheels and leaving tires and shit. But shout out to them. If you guys are looking for any kind of suspension parts, they are a warehouse. They do supply everyone here in the Houston area. But if you guys want to pick something up here, you can also buy the parts here. Buy the parts, buy the wheels, buy the tires. I know they were doing some tire installations yesterday. They might be able to put some wheels and tires. It just depends, I guess, case by case scenario. So
Más que nada, the warehouse for
the parts. You guys seen everything earlier on. They got all the parts here. It's time to load up these wheels and go back to the shop because today we gotta work back in the shop otra vez. And you guys stay tuned for that vlog. It's not dropping yet, but the whole day one, a day whatever it's gonna take us to build this shop is gonna be coming up as soon as we wrap it up. Let's load it up and go back to the shop. Alright guys, I quedó 3.5 drop, no rubbing, 18 by 11, the side skirts, the tires, the wheels, the shocks, the whole shenanigans. You guys just seen us struggle with this truck. Now in the previous video we did the IC drop kit. The suspension one consisted of the upper and lower control arms, the flip kit, and the lift shackle. Now that was all good, that was all needed. That front suspension actually moved the whole overall width, the track width of the front suspension in 3/4 of an inch, which helped. But the next dilemma was the Toyo tires. You guys just seen us. We had the Toyo tires. They were a little bit too big for that size, for what we're trying to achieve. And we're trying to do this 3.5 drop with the side skirts. We're trying to get the most clearance we could get. So Raul from Nexus recommended us with these Kenda tires. Same size, 315, 30s, 18s. But these tires are slightly smaller. Even though they're the same size, they're slightly smaller. That's kind of crazy to me, right? Like the same size, but, you know, I guess brand differs, you know? So you gotta go with these Kenda tires. You gotta go with the 315s, 30s, 18s. That's gonna help a lot. That's gonna sink them in. We did the Beltec shocks in the back, stiffen it up a little bit. We left the brand new original shocks in the front. But to be honest, I'm gonna change them also to the Beltec ones, just because I want a little bit more of, I guess, security, a little bit more of just stiffness, just a little bit more, what do you call it? Assurance to where it's gonna clear. Even though we're on the freeway doing 65, 70, 75, and we hit a random dip, I don't want it to be too comfortable, too bouncy, where it's gonna go down and hit that flare. So we're gonna do the Beltec shock. That's anything pending. I'll probably get that done here in the next few days. And then also check your back spacing. Probably want to leave this to the end because it's gonna probably be hard for you guys to find a machine shop locally here in Houston. Well, I mean, there's a few around here, right? I'll probably leave that to the end. If you still have clearance issues, leave that to the end to cut it. We were able to cut 5/16 of an inch off these wheels, which brought them in a little bit more, which in turn made that back spacing 4 3/4. 4 3/4, más o menos. So with the tires, with the shocks, with the cutting the back spacing, it gave us the clearance that we finally needed. So super excited. This thing looks freaking good. We got a bunch of thumbs up on the way back over here to the shop. But yeah, guys, overall, badass. Everything came out good. So we appreciate you guys watching. If you guys like the build, let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. 1991 GMC, OBS, 3.5 drop, 18 by 11s, no rub, side skirts, color match, super clean. Ahí quedó. Lista. Hell yeah.